Hello there, everyone. Sorry I'm so late. Apologies for being late, everyone. It's a very, very quick stream today. Only got about 3 hours before I have to go to bed. Despite me having rested for like the past 3 hours alone, really. Anyway, everyone, welcome. We are off, welcome to the stream. So I was finishing up my VAT UK P1 induction exam, which during the stream I'm going to go ahead and send in the ticket to say that I have completed that. Passed it with 87.5 with an 85% score, passing score, so a little shady on things. But anyhow, we're here. We are today beginning a new tour. A new tour that we're gonna work at with our own pace. We're not gonna do anything like the around the world tour. We're not gonna do anything like we're not doing anything like what we've done previously. We're gonna enjoy this tour. We're gonna maintain our Baltimore Heathrow route, and I promise that this time because I absolutely love that route. And you have some new aircrafts coming to the sim over the next few months, right? And then in the middle of it, we are going to be beginning another tour, which I'll explain more about later. Right, I need to run to the restroom. Sorry for not doing this earlier. Just give me 5 seconds. Back, apologies about that. Anyway, we are going to begin off at Biggin Hill today. I think we're gonna take the 319. I don't know yet. Let's see here. When you're Biggin Hill looks fine, to be honest. I'm not seeing any. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna start off at Biggin Hill. We're gonna actually go from Biggin Hill to we're off from Biggin Hill to Shannon. Two airports that I wish I've been. Two airports that I kind of wish we'd be at more often. So this is gonna look interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm very happy with. Yeah. Anyway, we are off from Biggin Hill. We're going over to Gatwick. Or sorry, we're going over to what do we call it? Or to Shannon. That is the one leg we're gonna do today. We're only gonna get to this leg, I think. Unfortunately, but that's fine. We're taking the 319. I'll adjust the stream settings in a moment. So yeah. Anyway, that's the plan. Right, let me just go ahead and get Moby Flight up. Just 1 second. Today we are going to begin the next Euro tour. And I'll explain more about the rules, which are, by the way, in the description, in case anyone's curious. Yeah, explain more about them in a little bit. So, by the way, it's just the this is a very short stream today, though. So I don't have that long. I can spit those on 8 years too now. Do a small light. Waiting on my McDo here. And then this one not. Let's get that. Alright, there we go. There we go. No, I need to grab some apple juice in a moment. So, as I do have a minute before we have to depart. Well, actually, let me put it up quickly. We're taking the stick. We're using the Moza 889 today, in case anyone's curious, which is how my new stick will be flying with it every night. Unless we're flying Boeing. It feels good, actually. I adjusted the position ever so slightly, and it feels better. Anyway, let's come over here. Let's take a look at the tour. It is the European Detour, developed by Joanna. All right, we start here at Biggin. We're going to start at Biggin Hill, though you can start anywhere. We're going to start at Biggin Hill. We're going Shannon, then we're going to make our way all the way around Europe. It's going to be a very slow tour, maybe 1 or 2 days per week working on it. 38 legs total. Right, but this is the kind of thing that's going to get me through it, right? Get me through the year. Or, sorry, it's going to get me streaming a bit more often. Great. Give us a little thing to do. Next leg is Shannon to Faro, and then we don't actually have that long until Gibraltar. So yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and book this flight real quickly. AirNott 35 Papa. A319. Let's connect up to VATSIM. A319. I'm taking with the cargo with us this time. Should hopefully make up for the loss. Alright. And let's go ahead and get a sim reflect then. What time did I say? I tell us for 35, 15. A whole 15 minutes ahead of us. New flight plan. Papa. What are the IKEAs again? Grab this. EKBG. Biggin. Or EGBK. Oh, wait. It's EGKB. Taking A319. Right now, VATSIM. Get the aircraft set up in a moment. I just need to very quickly take a look at this. Font size 10.
Cover traffic DC 48 November Mike lining up departure.
HEC NewSky menu. Weather. Let's try that. So I didn't fix it. And why is it not fixing it now? Wow, that's gonna get annoying. Back then, it's not doing anything. There we go. Let me see if I can try to get it. Okay. This is not working. That's helpful. Weather requests. Fine, Heathrow. Fine. Let's get it from Heathrow. It's not bad. Let me. That's actually not a bad font. Let me just see. Core. No cloud detected. Core. Actually, that works. That works, actually. Alright. That works. That's in radar. Yeah, well, we could also get it from. You have a few options. We can get it. Okay, or EGKB. Let's see if there's a METAR station for Biggin Hill, actually. Let's get that real quickly. Well, actually, first, before we do that. Alright, so 2 minutes. Don't know why those are up already. Anyway, Phoenix. Load aircraft. That gets a close. Fine, fast. You have 15 minutes either, and that gives us a few minutes. Before I forget, do the TCAS. Alright, and then it's continuing to work here in the make do. Okay. Weather. KB. Okay, meter. Let's get that meter.
Heathrow traffic Lufthansa 832, established ILS 27 left, 8 miles.
It does. It's not perfect actually. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it now. What's the margin over here? Settings. What's margin? Throw me 9 instead. I'll see if 9's any better. Nine should probably fix it. Any issues? Alright. Receive messages. Let me just get that again. No. About 8. Okay, come on now. 7. Seven appears to have done it. I say that now, though. No, 7 didn't do it. No, just... Yeah, go 7. Alright, anyway. Let me go ahead and continue to get stuff looking here. Alright. What are that? Alright. Net request. Let me just go ahead and adjust the exposure on your cam real quickly. Alright, flight number, we are X-ray November Oscar 3-5 Papa. According to Sim Brief, our cruising altitude is going to be 380. Cost index 43. Okay. So the surface wind 230 degrees 8. Let's go ahead and get knob graph up. Now, to quickly get knob graph up. Runway 21. You know what? No, go direct Sabbath. Go turn direct Brooklands Park. Alright. That is what we'll do. It is gonna be ILS Pro, or it is gonna be runway 21 though. It is gonna be runway 21. And wait, is there park departure? And it's the Brookman Park departure, but then I'll just get direct Brookman Park. Yeah? At least that's what I'm thinking. Alright, what's the QNH? 1018. 1018 on the QNH. Right. Take a look at this, though. Initial climb 4,000. Alright. Anyway, let's get the wind. Wind request. In a moment, I'll go ahead and let's have some altitude because I'm fucking thirsty. Alright, performance. Alright, actually, fuel. The fuel is going to be... One second. Sorry, I just cannot wait any longer. Oh, let's have that. We're supposed to start in 2 minutes. That's not gonna happen. 15 minutes either end. There's that. So, we might make it. Let's get the AP one. Alright. In terms of this, our zero fuel weight is 56.2 over 30. Alright. Alright, in terms of the wins, or in terms of the performance data. Alright, 22-1. Calculate. What does that give us in terms of flaps 3? If it's giving us flaps 3, then I need to worry about the thing. Oh, it's alive. Nice. 2-1. Here, let me see here. Intersection. Improve climb discipline, improve climb. Flaps 3, this might be a Toga takeoff. It is a Toga takeoff. Damn, flaps 3 Toga. Damn, and we're only gonna have 500 feet margin now. This is only a 5,000 foot, 6,000 foot runway here, so. Damn. Great. Yeah, assume temp. No assume temp. Alright. Very happy that we're not taking the 321 then. Performance flaps 3. 117, 117. Actually, if it's gonna be a flaps 3 Toga. Let's see here. Yes. Temp. Okay. 119, 119. Here, shortcut it. Alright. And then the trim is up 0.06. Alright, let's get the beacons on. And I'm thinking.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Good, so am I. 22-1. Push and start onto tell. Biggin Hill traffic, or not 35 Papa. Main apron, push and start now onto Delta. Biggin Hill traffic.
Locking gear.
In the meantime, let's go ahead and start NewSky. We have a slight departure delay today, unfortunately. Let's get all that on. Wait, I have in 2-1, yeah. Nose left, yeah. Yes, X is failing us. Nose left, yeah, right.
Release parking brakes.
Bring next release.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Ignition start. Is it pushing us the wrong direction? It might be. Whatever, we'll maneuver out of it. Unless it's doing something weird. It might be. Because it is. What the hell are you doing, GSX? Stops full in the meantime. GSX, what the fuck you doing? You know what? I'll deal with it. I really need to do that GSX update then.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Confirm good engine.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Full down.
Unlocking gear.
Full up. Full left. Full right. Alright. Let's get those on. Don't need the APU for another notes. Swap number. Swap that becomes available. Anyway, let's check the rudder. Rudder's fine.
Tow truck disconnected.
Flaps to
pin
3.
removed.
Let me turn off
Left
lights
is clear.
on.
Right is clear.
Taxiing via Delta to Hotel 1. Oh, wait. Actually, no, for. Wait, what? Actually, no, it did push us back correctly. Going north in Delta. Taxiing Delta or Delta 1. Just like literally just straight ahead. Straight over there. Not a very, very big airport here. Biggin Hill. Alright. We good. Strobies to auto. Because they're so close. Biggin Hill traffic, AirNott 35 Papa taxiing now, holding point Delta 1 for runway 21 via Delta. Biggin Hill traffic. There's actually a Heathrow hold right above us. True. Alright, and these guys been shorted, right? Otherwise we're gonna be fine at this point. Yeah. Let's get off to Biggin. Or let's get off to Shannon, actually. Let's get off to Shannon. You know, it feels weird not being able to rotate the stick. Now that feels weird. This is very much an airport meant for VFR aircraft, Joanna. It's not meant for the A321 at all. This is meant for the A319, just barely. Check that.
Heathrow traffic, speed bump 424, pushing back, stand 521, Heathrow traffic.
I don't know what state you are at, even though it's right in front of me. No, I get it though. I have done the mistake. I have done the same mistake before. Keep forgetting this thing wants to roll when it's fully empty. We're off to a U.S. pre-clearance airport. Biggin traffic, AirNott 35 Papa,
Approaching.
lining up runway
21
now. Biggin traffic. Let's release on the brake, departure.
On runway 21.
All right. V1119, rotate 119. Sorry, and then save climb 124. Let's quickly set the trim to that. Cleared takeoff. All good for takeoff. Flaps 3, right? Alright, yep. Begin traffic, AirNott 35 Papa takeoff now, runway 21. Initial climb altitude 4,000 feet. Turning we will turn direct Brooklyn's Park. Sorry, Brooklyn's Park. Traffic. Alright, Manufacturer, Mantoga. SRS green. Auto thrust blue. Pressure on the nose. 80 knots. V1 and rotate. Oh, it's right gear up. And get some flaps in. Wow, them flight directors, you bigot. Do you like the feel of this stick though? Just a tad firm. Take those flaps away.
Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 424 taxiing to Alpha 3 by Yankee and Alpha. Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 474 pushing back from stand 5 to Heathrow traffic.
In Heathrow traffic, shuttle 3 Romeo, turning base ALS 27 left.
Biggin traffic at AirNott 35 Papa, airborne passing 5,000, turning now in direct Brookman's Park. Climbing now, flight level 380, passing 5,000. Traffic. Starting those. See, I could have sworn I just did that. Oh wait, that's because I did. I'm having issues. Alright. You're on our way now to Shannon. Our ETA for Shannon is 8:48. So actually, that's not bad. That's about four. That's about an hour. About an hour or so. It's a nice little flight. Over to Shannon. To Shannon, Ireland. Alright. We're gonna try to potentially get some people in. I'm going to quickly open up that ticket.
Heathrow traffic.
It's about UK. Very quickly open up that ticket with that UK.
Heathrow traffic, shuttle 3 Romeo, fully established ALS 27 left, 8 miles to go. We'll keep speed 160 until full.
Heathrow traffic, Speedbird 474 taxiing Alpha, holding Alpha 3, runway 27 right, Heathrow traffic.
1 second, just gotta quickly that. Let's see here. Pilots. Training.
Heathrow traffic, shuttle 2 Papa, taxiing via Alpha to Pluto, runway 27 right.
And that is now in. That ticket has now been responded to, saying that I'm now eligible for training at UK, which is nice. Right, we are only doing the one leg for today. Let me just go ahead and edit this real quickly. All right, there we go. So we are going to. Alright, so let's explain a few things here. Oh, we got something. Something else to drink. Okay.
Heathrow traffic, speedbird 44 turning left onto Alpha.
Heathrow traffic from the shuttle to Papa, caution Speedbird, passing you on your left.
Copy. We'll turn next to speedbird 44.
And also caution aircraft right behind me as well.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Okay,
I'll
we'll
we'll
wait
say
for you
that,
to
thanks.
pass then speedbird 44.
Okay. Alright.
London Luton traffic, Israel 116, push button start off.
Alright, so let's have a little chat. So, first things first, I have now announced the next race / challenge. Okay.
Heathrow traffic,
At least.
shuttle 3 Romeo, vacated runway 27 left.
Here, 1 second, I'm just gonna tune this all the way down. So, but first explaining the rules on this one. For this Euro tour, we are not allowed to touch the 777. Sorry. Bloody ATC, bloody Heathrow ATC. At least it's good people are using Intercom. Alright, anyway. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk. So, we are not allowed to touch the 777 at all for season 2 of the Euro Tour. We're not touching it. We're not going to touch it at all. We are allowed to touch any other aircraft that is in the AirNott fleet. We are allowed to use the A320s. We are allowed to use the A350s. We are allowed to use the 787. We are allowed to use the 737. We are just not allowed to touch the 777 for this Euro Tour. Which I think is good. I think we're gonna touch more on the A350. We might even go and take a look at the A340-600 from Tullus at some point whenever it's decent. Whenever AirNott gives me the thumbs up on that. But we are not going to touch at all the 777s on this tour. Right, that's a personal challenge of mine. So what are we allowed to touch? Right. So we had that rule, right? And that's like the only rule. We're just gonna maintain. In addition to that, we're gonna maintain our Baltimore Heathrow route. And I promise that this tour. So yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna take our time with it. We're not racing anyone. We're not. We're going at our own pace. Right, it might take us 3 or 4 months to it. Right, there are 38 legs in total. But we're gonna take our time on it. Okay, we're not gonna rush anything. We're gonna do it properly. Okay. And as I said earlier, in the middle of it, we are going to take a pause on it. We're gonna work on the challenge. Okay, let's talk about that now. So earlier, yesterday, about 4 hours ago, I posted in the AirNott Discord our next little challenge thing that we're gonna do. You're calling it the South American Butter Run. Okay. We are awarded 30 days from May 1st to complete the AirNott South American Odyssey Tour, made by Joanna Hammond. Made by Joanna. It is 15 legs, highest average score wins. The only rules there is that you have to have everything done within the 30 days, which actually, you average that out, it's 1 flight every 2 days. No repeat flights for no repeat flights for anything above the minimum NewSky score set of 8.25, and then obviously no time excel. You have to do everything in real time. Okay. The idea behind this one: take your time, go around if you need to, right? Do the flight properly, plan ahead, right? And so far, let's see here, got James, Ben, and Max in it. So, in addition to me. So, anyway, if you are willing to, if you want to participate, please, or if you'd like to, please. All I ask is that you say so by May 1st. That's all I ask. So yeah. Anyway, that is the plan for the next few months. We are going to go off to Australia at some point in the near future, or at some point in the future, most likely over the summer. We might knock out the new Around the World tour first. So I don't know yet. Yeah. Anyway, it should be some significant fun. So, all right. So you have that to take care of. Yeah. Actually, I think that's all I need to talk about. To be 100% honest. In a few moments, I will schedule tonight's stream. I have agreed, or I have done some speaking with Grumpy, and we have agreed for this next one. We are not going to take the 777. Tonight we're going to go Heathrow to Biwi, and we are not going to take the 777. Sorry, just one second. Alright. Let's see here. Snip. 1 second, just sending Grumpy a good old message. Alright. Let's see. We're almost level 380. ETA for Shannon 847.0. I think I just gotta respond to this message. Only 1 or 2 questions. Alright, now let's see. So let's talk about this Moses stick. I think I like it. I think I like it anyway. It's not bad, but at the same time, At the same time, it does feel weird. But I'm coming from a toy though. Yeah, I'm coming from something that is very much a toy. That was very much a toy. So yeah, I really don't know about it. But I think it's good. I mean, I can adjust the feel of it. So, but I mean, it does. There's like there's almost 0 dead zone, right? So I'm gonna move it ever slowly. This is me tapping it, right? You can see how little it's moving. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually me moving it here. The other one would have never seen these tiny little movements. There's no way the other one would have ever seen those tiny little movements. So, The rubber creature is nice. Anyway, but it's really nice to have like an actual decent stick. Now I do need to make a new mount for it. So I do think that this one's a little wobbly, if you ask me. I mean, it has some movement, but it's also shaking the desk. So now let's talk about the weight for it. It is a fucking heavy bastard. I think it weighs like 30 fucking pounds or something like that. It is a fucking heavy ass bastard. So that's it though. I do like it. I just gotta get used to flying it, to pulling up on it a bit more. But it's good. Overall, it's pretty damn good. Now, big question: is it worth $800, or is it? Yeah, is it worth $800? No, not at all. Not for a side stick. Actually, I spent not $870 on it total, I think. No, actually, it's $900. Was it worth $800 total? $800. So for $500, that gets the base, right? But then you have to get a stick for it, right? I got the CN Tech one. That I do like. It's been feeling good. It feels pretty damn good. And that for $250. That brings us to $750. Actually, no, I got it for $270. So that brings us to $770. Then you have to get a mount for it. That brought me up to $850. But beyond that, because I had lost my nose wheel steering, because I was twisting the thing for nose wheel steering, right? I also had to get this. Right? So it really is an $1,100 upgrade. But I did it in multiple parts, right? So anyway, just this part cost me $850, right? That's right, $860, right? By the way, time you throw on tax, it's actually by the time I threw on tax, it was over $900. So is it worth the $900? That price is a bit steep for what it gives you, but it's not bad. Good morning, Joanna. Only doing a singular leg today because I decided to finish up my VAT UK stuff. Just off to Shannon. Don't have the time to get too far tonight. So, yeah, go back to this. For what it gets you, it's not worth $900. But with that said, though, that doesn't mean it's not worth at least half that. But either way, it's still infinitely better than the TCA one. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying it for what it gives you. It's not worth the $900. But I still like it. Just want to clear that up. No ADC delay required. Nice. Flying the minibus because Biggin is tiny. Joanna, why do you have to start off the first leg being at Biggin? At a tiny airport? Oh, that is actually a good point. That is actually a good point. Morning, Fry. I'm surprised that it didn't censor that. I was gonna take the 321, but then I decided, nah, Biggin's probably tiny. Let's take the 319, and I barely got off the ground. Ah, true. I felt as if it was only right to start and end in the UK. Yeah, let's just... Yes, you're off to Shannon. Oh dear. I saw that Gibraltar was on the list. Yeah, I saw that Gibraltar was on the list. Was Madeira on the list? Out of curiosity. I don't think it was, but it might be. I don't think I remember seeing it on the list. Let's see. European detour. Mainland area only. Yeah, I haven't seen that. All right, well, looking forward to it. Our only rule for the Euro tour for this one is I'm not allowed to touch the 777. That's my only rule for it. I can touch any other aircraft. I can even touch the 787. I just cannot touch the triple. That said, though, everything else will probably use the triple for. What do you mean, Fry? I mean, I do love that triple. That triple is by far one of the best aircrafts ever. Actually, it is the best aircraft ever. Our next Heathrow Baltimore is going to be oh, Friday. I've been waiting for the bus for a while. About 2 weeks ago, I decided I'm not going to fly any border buses until I got this. This here's the Moza AB9, the CN Tech stick integration ROM. And it's all right. It's not. I can't say it's worth the $900 that I spent on it. But with that said, though, it's not. It feels infinitely times better than the toy that I had, which I took which I did successfully take the stick off. Go ahead and show you. This one we're gonna take our time on. Oh shit! They got my messages with Grumpy. Nothing insane there. All right, we're scheduling our next Heathrow Baltimore. So we're off to Shannon, then we're down to Faro, then we're down to somewhere in Spain, then Gibraltar, to southern Germany, over to Switzerland, to Austria, then Italy, Bosnia, Slovenia, Czechia, Slovakia, then over to Croatia, off to Hungary, Serbia, Montenegro. Just the overall mess right there. And eventually we'll make our way up to Latvia, Estonia, and we're gonna end the thing off at Biggin. It's a nice big zigzag. It's not like the previous Euro tour, where it was all the Euro-Capitals and starting at Heathrow, ending at Gatwick. This brings some attention to a lot of lesser known airports. Right. For example, Biggin. Right. Yeah. Actually, I'm very happy that people are bringing attention to, or mainly China, bringing attention to some lesser known airports. Joanna, did you see the next thing in general? The South American butter run. Oh, please don't fret. I don't need any more Gulf Mike Tangos. So from May 1st, you have 30 days, so pretty much the entire month of May, to complete the entire South American Odyssey tour. That averages out to 2 legs, or sorry, 1 leg every 2 days. No repeat flights on anything that's above the minimum score of 8.25. No time Excel. Only 2 rules. Take your time. Take your time. Enjoy your flights. Right, average score wins. So highest average score wins. Right. It's not the longest score ever, so people won't get bored. But at the same time, it's still a pretty good one. Oh, it's just to put it there for the record. Just to put it there for the record. Right. So people can't. So people are actually evaluate, or people are actually valuing each flight, right? With that said, though, let's say that for some reason you had some other issue. There can be a few exceptions. For example, maybe like a USB disconnect on a short final, right? If you have an issue like that, then okay. If it causes you to massively under flare, okay, I'll grant a few exceptions. I'll grant a few exceptions. Right, but yeah, for the most part, you cannot redo unless you actually have like a technical issue. So, if you have a USB disconnect with your stick on short final that causes you to under flare, well, but you can always just go and do the flight again. Even if it's not like officially on the tour, right? Then at the end, you tell me the average score, and I'll post it somewhere. So, either way, it begins in about a month. So, hopefully, it turns out well. Enter destination data. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. TA is half an hour out. So it'll be IELTS runway 24. I hope it's 24. Alright, arrival. IELTS 24. And this is on the Tipu to Delta. Anuvia's transition. No, Navia. Alright. ETA now at 8:51. That's another option. I'll talk to Grumpy about some of the smaller logistics of it, but anyway, those are the main rules. No time Excel. None of the other bullshit. Right. You have 30 days to complete 15 legs, which I think is beyond reasonable. So. Oh wait, what? Shit, the me charts updated on paper. 140 degrees, 12 knots. Great. 14012. We're gonna see some stick action. Borrow. Oh, look at that. Moment QH 1004. You know, you have flaps 3 landing. Activate that. Landing flaps 3. You get Grumpy to calculate it. Okay. We'll figure it out though. Achieve 15 on the ILS. No, the temperature is 8. Top descent is now, actually. Not yet. No. Take another 2 miles or so before top descent. Tipper at or above 80. Oh wait. Yeah, tipper at or above 80. Then we go direct to Dirag at about 3,000. Alright. This tech is about to get some decent use for once. Well, not for once. So you can just set up. Alright. You need to ask everyone this. Everyone who's actually used a yoke, that is. After a long haul, do you prefer landing with the stick or with the yoke? Right? It's not a question of bus versus Belgian. That's not the question. It's to keep that part out of the decision, right? Out of your answer. But after a long haul, or actually overall, do you prefer the yoke or the stick? So I generally actually prefer the yoke, which actually I know for a fact is part of the reason I love the triple so much. After a nice long haul, you get to move your arms a bit. Never had a yoke. You're missing out. You are missing out. Oh, nice. I have been able to maintain my type rating for the A320. It's been maintained. Oh, you gotta get yourself a TCA look. Or the Thrustmaster yoke. Or I think Lane Control actually has one coming out. It does make a difference. Or if you wanted to get into Little Cessnas, you could also get the Honeycomb. Just stay away from the Logitech one. Descent now, flight level 80. Shannon traffic, or not 3-5 Papa. Descent now, flight level 80, expecting Islands approach runway 24 on the Tipper to Delta arrival. Shannon traffic. Or even if you wanted to start flying CRJs. CRJs use yokes, right? Maybe some regional jets. Either way, I find flying. I find the yokes just be a little bit better, a little bit more fun. Get to move your arms around a bit more. Let this thing do speed. Apparently there's another there's another GSX update, by the way. Yes, apparently there's another. I'm now officially behind on updates again. Actually, the second I updated GSX, I was behind on updates. The second I finished updating GSX this week. So I just updated GSX Tuesday. Yeah, it's annoying. Speaking of, there's going to be a pretty significant PMTG 737 update here soon. Okay. I don't know much about the developer of GSX, so I can't comment. Aside from that's a lot of fucking updates, and it's hard to keep up. But I do legitimately need to do a GSX update because my GSX's been a bit weird since I last updated. So I need just with reliable pushback and everything. I do need to do that update. Oh, good. So actually, we're doing at I'm at a loss here, and here's the reason why. I don't have time to get down to Faro, but at the same time, I have a little bit more time than our ETA says. So I don't really know what to do beyond that. Aside from potential livery work, which we're not going to do. I'm not going to do that live. Oh no, I want to keep my tours organized. Focus on one tour at a time. Focus on one tour at a time to really get on it, right? We're gonna have to pause on the on this Euro tour when the time comes for the butter run. And that even that's killing me ever so slightly. But it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Are there any aircrafts that I can move? Specifically, Rusties. Specifically the rusty kind. Ooh, there's a 777-300 at Eddie. I might move that. Why the fuck is there 777 at Eddie? Well, I was considering the rusty 737. We have a Dublin. There's an A321 at Dublin. What's that, Manny? And people have been flying stuff in and out of Manny. I don't know. If anyone has any other ideas, just let me know. And I do not have a FSI panel installed, so I can't even do landing practice. Because I don't have FSI panel installed right now. Yeah, I know. Could go for some light VFR circuits. I don't know what the METAR is at Gatwick. Yeah, this is Shoreham, which is the place where we do our VFR with our P1 training. That uses training, or that uses METAR from Gatwick. Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. Gatwick METAR 2 wind 0 degrees 7. Visibility 5,000. Rain. Absolutely fucking not. Damn it. Is there anything good at Bristol? It's been ages since we're last in Bristol. I do love me some Bristol. Just a few A320s at Bristol. We could fly the 737 to Bristol. There's a 737 at Eddie. We could fly it down to Bristol. I know. Let's hope we pass this one. Yeah, there. Yeah, let's try to fly a 737 from Bristol. Took the 737 out for a little spin Thursday morning, and it did pretty damn well. And was able to pull off a not bad landing. And I have it in me to not completely fuck it up. So that's the good news, at least. There is actually going to be a nice big update for the 737s. One that's going to actually deal with the things that PNG is getting complaints about, specifically related to texturing. So hopefully that'll actually elevate it to Phoenix level. Or almost, because none of the circuit breakers work. Unlike in this thing. But hopefully it'll elevate. And I hope that they actually do the same thing for the 777, because I need to get back into X-Plane with the flight factor. I really need to get back into X-Plane with the flight factor. I was thinking most likely Eddie to Bristol. A very, very quick leg in the rusty 737. That you got KOs that are AJPH through. Oh, nice. You bring back a A350 1000 for me. Shit. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Our ETA for Shannon is in about 10 minutes, actually. Yeah, I knew you'd fight the A350 1000. I knew it. You flying the A350 1000 across the pond is the equivalent of me saying I'm going to fly the 777 across the pond. So, by the way, Monday night doing Monday night is our Heathrow to Baltimore. Monday morning or Tuesday morning for the UK folks. Off block's gonna be 4 Zulu. Oh, fair. I understand that. Off block's gonna be 4 Zulu. Grumpy's gonna take the A340-600. Okay, Phoenix, why do you fail me like that? The Phoenix just completely failed me there. And now I'm going over speed. Now I'm breaking up whole lots of laws. Full speed brakes. Shannon traffic, AirNott 35 Papa, descent now altitude 3,000 feet. Shannon traffic. And Shannon traffic, AirNott 35 Papa is in about a 35-mile base for runway 24. Shannon. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Shannon traffic, AirNott 35 Papa, about 25-mile base now, runway 24. Descending now altitude 3,000 feet. Shannon. I was an idiot. Went on the yoke, not the not everything else. Not the stick. I have to get used to that again. And Shannon traffic, you're not 35 Papa, reducing speed now 2 straight 210 knots. Shannon. Yeah, I have to get used to this again. It was I went 27 days without flying a bus. But that's also because I knew that the Moza was right around the corner and didn't really feel like flying the bus during that time. And now the Moza is here, and I'm using the Neo profile, and it's alright. I think I'm gonna keep the Neo profile. I like it. I like how firm it is. I just gotta get used to it. Until I have tried out the CO profile, and the CO profile is alright. I think I'll keep the Neo one. The new one's significantly firmer. But that probably helps. Well, Grumpy said it helps out massively when it comes to flying the big buses. And that does make sense. And after flying the 350 yesterday for the first time in ages, I have to agree. It's also weird not having a switch on the top of this. By the way, Seb is on his way back now from Madrid. So hopefully we can do some VFR stuff later this, maybe next week with him. What's the major again? KH1004. That is one of the nice things about the triple. You can preset this. Actually, the triple and basically any other aircraft. Not except the 320s. for some reason. There's no, I mean, you can put it, you put it in here, of course, but in every other aircraft, you can just press the singular button and it'll switch it. Or you can preset it and make adjustments to it periodically, and then just hit it when the time comes, instead of having to twist it and then hit it, or hit it and then twist it. It's kind of annoying. Shannon traffic, you're not 35 Papa, reducing speed now 190 knots, still established. Once established, send glide slip. Runway 2 for Shannon. Is it just me, or do we have to be concerned about that? I feel like we're past that. We will. Yeah, I'll keep this just right now, then we'll pass the hill. It'll be fine. The aircraft's even trying to correct for it ever so slightly. Uh-oh. This is gonna be fun. NewSky on H10. No, temperature 9. 150 degrees, 1 knots. Right. Shannon traffic, you're not 35 Papa, turning final now, runway 24, reducing now speed 16, you're not to maintain until 5-mile final. Shannon. Once glide slope established, get the gear down. Should have forget the Okay, we have a 46 knot headwind. Damn. Damn. It really is windy up here. Damn, our ground speed's nothing. Its ground speed is 120 knots. Our I never turned off the lights because I'm an idiot. Well, actually, I'm smart because I knew I forget them. Shannon traffic, AirNott 35 Papa. Localizer established now. I was approach runway 24, roughly 12 miles to run. Once again, speed 16, you're not to maintain till 5-mile final. Shannon traffic. Oh dear. I hope not. As I am beginning to get the glide slope once fully established. Get gear down. So Fry, here's a question that you might know the answer to, and I think I'm correct on this. But generally, it's the gear down once glide slope established, if I'm not mistaken, and not. I know some people said 4-mile final. The others said like 10-mile final. But generally, glide slope established, right? At least that's what I've been doing. Maybe a tad. I mean, sometimes if I need to drag, I'll get it down a little earlier. Other times I'll get it down. It's company procedure. Damn. I mean, there is a case for keeping it up, especially to protect against bird strikes, right? So there is definitely the case to keep it up for as long as possible. Generally, I just go glide slope established, like glide slope established now, gear down. Give me flaps 3 now. Going flaps 3 landing. Use flaps 1, 1, 8. Okay, then gear down. Okay. That's reasonable. Shannon traffic, gear not 3, 5 Papa, fully established now. ILS approach runway 2, 4. I got roughly 7.5 miles to run. Once again, speed 160 knots. Maintain till 5-mile final. Shannon traffic. Arm those. Flaps 3, noted. Alright, flaps 3 gear down. JPWS landing flaps 3 good. Landing lights on, or turn off lights on. Auto brake. Let me just see break data for this. This take like 30 seconds. I should already have this done before probably stream me. Landing flaps 3. Auto brake 3 or auto brake low, that gives us plenty of margin. Alright, flaps 3, ground spoilers armed, gear down. GPWS 3, lights are on, check. And we can get the APU to fire now as well. Shannon traffic, you're not 35 Papa now. 4.5 mile final, runway 2, 4, reducing final approach speed. Shannon traffic. Why the fuck is that not active? Fine.
1,000.
Noted. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. My controls. Final call, Shannon traffic, AirNott 3, 5 Papa, short final now, runway 2, 4, final call, Shannon.
Approaching 2, 4.
Follow them, flight directors, you bigot. Whoa. Wind shear. So, little low. Actually, really low. I kind of knew that. I kind of knew this going in.
100 about.
Continue.
Minima.
Continue.
Wide slope.
Fine.
Wide slope.
Fine.
Wide slope. 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Turned out to be alright. Yeah, I kind of knew going into this though that it'd be a bit bad. I did read the meter, so that's why I didn't go around. I knew it would be a little not great, and don't have the most amount of fuel on me. Get over here, nice. That said, though, if I wasn't looking better by about 100 feet, then I was gonna go around by about 50 feet. Shannon traffic, AirNott 35 Papa now clear of runway 24. Shannon. Taxing now, stand take 3-4. 3-4 via Alpha. Shannon traffic, AirNott 35 Papa. Taxing now, stand 3-4 via Alpha. Shannon. Ground spoilers away. Flaps away. Animals off. Taxi. PU on. GPWS off. Not bad. At least that turned out to be decent, but I was prepared to go around there. I was prepared to go around. Now, if that doesn't say it's challenging conditions, then I don't know what NewSky thinks challenging conditions are, because that was challenging conditions. Alright, Freya, I will meet you at Eddie. For a little run off to Bristol. Oh, actually, let me check the Bristol meter first. That'd be 3-7. Three, 4. Taxi lights off and return off lights off so you don't blind any invisible ground crew. Alright, parking brake set. Get the APU running already. Both engines shut down. Wait for those engines to spool down a little bit more. Yeah, they are spooled down now. Beacons off. And I mean, I only made $528 for the VA there. But that said, though, it was another 10. NewSky thought it was just fine, and it did say challenging conditions. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Max centerline deviation 6.68 degrees. Yeah, I felt that centerline. I felt that off centerline, but at least it was a. At least we got it down first try, and at least NewSky thought it was all right as well. All right. Let's get a rusty down to well, actually, let me just check the METAR Bristol first. 200 degrees, 12. That's not bad. I mean, got some clouds. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is there an A319 actually yet? Up at Bristol? Or up at Eddie? I will warn you, Fry. Bristol is a bit of a challenging airport at times. No, there's a few rusties there. Alright, that's fine. We'll take a rusty. What else is there? To 20. I don't really want to take the rusty, actually. That was a go round. Oh dear. Hang on 1 second, let me just contemplate. Or let me just try to think. Do I actually want to take a rusty? Or do I want to take something else? What's at Bristol? 20. Oh dear. Yeah, that's go around. But I don't really want to take this. I don't really want to not fly off the stick. The issue is that someone's pushing back now, taking the 321. Taking the one bus that is there. I could take the trip. Oh, we could take the triple back to Heathrow. I don't know I went to. Or, That's an hour flight right there. I mean, I could. It's Dublin. A3. You know what? This is going to be the shortest flight of a lifetime. Even shorter than whatchamacallit to whatchamacallit. Going Dublin to Bristol. Cause I wanna fly the bus a bit more. But maybe we'll hand fly the entire trip. Maybe we'll hand fly the entire trip. Do you actually have some scenery for Dublin? I don't know if it's. I don't think it's installed right now. This about to be. Are you up for Dublin to Bristol? Just out of curiosity. It is up and down, up and down. Alright. I'm trying not to turn into David, by the way. I'm trying not to turn into David. Alright. Let me just verify what's online at vaccine right now. Oh, 6 at Dublin. I'll go stand 1-3. 139. Is my scenery not installed for Dublin? Should be. It most definitely is not. Alright. Fry, while you land, I'm gonna quickly install my scenery. Is it through any manager? I think it's through any manager. One second. Alright, there we go. Now it's installed. Now it's installed. Alright. Actually, what's that Heathrow? I'm still debating whether or not I want to go to Dublin. What's at Heathrow? 787. Nothing good at Heathrow. Yeah, nothing good. Oh. Oh, that was me. There's a 319 at Heathrow. Good go Heathrow to Bristol. Anything at EGNX? No, not really. See, people actually added some MD-11 freighters. You know what? Fry, screw it. We'll keep with our original plan. We'll fly the 737 from. Or sorry, I'll fly the 737 from Eddie to Bristol. Yeah, let's get off to. Let's go Eddie to Bristol. A bit of a short flight. And I will have to call it for the night, unfortunately. Nice. Joanna, we're about to get in the Rusty, and you're in a squeal. So I was gonna fly with the Mozo, but sorry, I was gonna fly the A3. Oh, I guess there's nothing against us going Eddie to Bristol in a bus. We just can't do a scheduled flight. So. Oh, good. You know what? Screw it. Yeah. Well, I know. I don't want to ask you guys what to think, because I know that you guys are gonna say, "Screw the scheduled route. Fly the fly a bus." Right. I want to fly the 737. Right? I also want to use the Moza, which those two won't link. Screw it. I'll take the Rusty. Make the VA a bit more money than what I just did. That's it right now. Let's see. Two 7. True. Why is this thing so? This thing feels quite difficult to pull up on, especially compared to forcing it everywhere else. I think it does feel significantly harder to pull up on. Yeah, I have to ask Grumpy about that. Yeah, yeah, I know that, but still, it still feels more difficult to pull up on than to move on every other axis. No wonder why I've been having a hard time flaring. Do some testing. Alright, screw it. Stand 2-5. Oh, it is. That's nice to me. I was not. I did not know that. Yeah, left, right, easy. Just all right. Let's see. Rusty, where's it? Do I not have the? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it does. Just weird. Not used to that. Then again, I'm also used to a toy. This thing is not a toy. Well, it is, but not the same sense. We are flying to Bristol, so Echo Golf Golf Delta. Debarched. Give you an extra. That's good. Off block at 9:40 is Halo. Lovely, Eddie. It's been ages. Oh, actually, it doesn't ages. We fly here quite a bit on X-Plane. Or we flew here quite a bit on X-Plane. My flight didn't update. It's pissing me off. Actually, let me not use that. Let me just disable the detents. Alright, connected up alt Fatsum. Good. Ground power. Batteries on. Let me just quickly remit my push to talk button. Wing on, go on, and that. Alright, most important thing, let's get those to nav. Because those will take a minute. Oh, we're getting London control online. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, probably you really got to get a copy of 2024. 2024 is good now. It's to the point where I'm not doing anything with MSFS 2020 anymore. We are no longer supporting that on the channel. We dropped support for it back in August. So 2024 is where it's at now. Electronic flight bag request data from SimBrief. Ah, damn, that sucks. That does suck. Yeah, PNG is the only one to do this, and that's pissing me off. PNG is the only one who sets default squawk as 1, 2, 3, 4, and it pisses me off because usually if there's no HEC online, usually I can just leave it alone. Right? I don't remember to do that. But I need to do a better job at remembering to do that in this. And PNG is the only ones who do it. The sim does 2000 by default, right? Oh dear. Oh dear. That's brutal. You know, on the bright side, your one just took off, so. Alright. Right, off to Bristol, see, visit minute. To copy over this. Yeah, very early. And any builds does have autosaves, if that helps. Alright. The plan requests sim brief, set payload, set up the fuel, select the route. It's beyond HEC. Oh dear. You know, you should really fly on VATSIM more often. VATSIM's fun. VATSIM's good. You hop on VATSIM, you might get some I can let the route in. Activate pursuit. Departure out of area is 324 Sam 1 Charlie. Yeah, I know there is. I have the yoke for a reason. So let me see. What does that feel like? I'm curious. Now that you bring them up, I am curious. 1 second, I'm looking for it. Of course, it went over the OBS. Very, very loose is the answer. It feels very, very, very loose. Yeah, this feels this. It just feels as if it's floating there now. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Back to my. Okay, there's a 777 profile though. Okay. 777's a little bit more firm. Still. Let me just activate the Neo again. And then activate the CO. That's the CO profile, and then the one I have been using, the Neo one. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the Neo one. Thank you. I mean, the Neo one, it's significantly firmer, but it's all right. All right. Anyway, let's focus on this. We have push time in 15 minutes. This thing is no thing. It's not. Let's make sure that that does not happen. Are these aligned? I think they are. All right, wonderful. All right, QNH 1010. Fry you in yet? All right, initial climb 6,000. Yeah, you know, it's weird. In fact, I don't have that roll axis anymore. That is a little weird, but I wasn't exactly using it for anything. QNH 1010. Actually no. As of 6 minutes ago, it's now 1019. Two 0 degrees. Wasn't it like half the cost of the bloody stick? Initial speed. It's like direct is on. There. Another 100 pounds. That's not horrendous. All right. What are we looking like in terms of performance data? Ah, yes, right here. All right. AirNott 3 Papa with a radio check, please. Oh, he's in a 737-800 as well. Take up performance 32.4. Disable improve climb. What's the margin there? And that's on flaps 5, ain't it? Yeah, I have flaps 10, not flaps 5. That's better. Oh, that is true. You're insane. I need to build myself a new chair. I'm gonna put some of the panels down from the thing. I'm gonna put some carpet over them, and then I'm gonna build myself a chair, like an actual Airbus chair on top of it. That'll come in a future week. Because this thing's falling apart. and I can't find anything to get out there. Alright, take off. Flaps 10. Center of gravity, that'll automatically calculate. Real quickly. Take off. Flaps 10. What did I put in? Performance? And on that. That agent exists. Alright. Assume temp is plus 36. With an assumed temp of or with a reference temp of 7. There you go. What's the cruising look like? Up to 3. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Give me 310 for Bristol, not that. Not 390. Alright. And then to come up here. 310. Get all this window heat on. I'll keep the packs off for now. APU bleed can go on. Let's get the APU on. Yaw dampener on. Emergency lights to arm. Okay, letting out to 50 feet. Grip heat on. Logo light on. Alright. Once the AP is available, then I will push. I love how. Actually, today I took a look at graphics cards and just think with a bit more VRAM, and I'm considering actually an Intel Arc, but I don't know how good those are. But they are relatively affordable for the extra little bit of VRAM it gives me. Alright, APU. Switch over to that. Yeah, this is very, very laggy. Auto FPS. Yeah, okay, it's not laggy, it's jittery. And you can't see it on your end, I don't think. Maybe you can a little. How's that now? About the same. Whatever. Course 240. 240 degrees. Auto throttle on, or arm. Alright. APU bleeds on, right? Good. The fuel pump's on, anti-collision on. GSX, don't fuck me today. Edinburgh traffic, AirNott 3-5. If Papa stand 2-5, push and start facing north. Edinburgh traffic. Oh shit. Edinburgh traffic, you're not 3-5 Papa, CN2-5, push and start face north. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, question, do you know the QNH?
QNH currently 1009 hectopascals.
1009, thank you.
Oh, it's a QNH. Look at the fucking meter.
We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pen inserted.
Caught up with Grumpy.
Walking here.
I don't know if you saw my note at the bottom of that saying. I wonder if I can take it to the PMTG or to the Phoenix level. Wonder if he saw that note. Because the Phoenix level is better than the PMTG level. Alright, nose right. Tail left. Edinburgh traffic, Ward Express 565, radio check.
Release parking bays, please.
Read you loud and clear.
Permits released.
Commencing push.
Thank you.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Take number 1 first. Damn, Edinburgh is laggy today. Flaps full, please. Just trying the 7-3. It appears to improve once you push back. Auto brake RTO. I can confirm that.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
System full up, full down, full left, full right.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, what's going on with this thing? A little weird. It's free and correct now, anyway. Secondary flight controls.
Full truck disconnected. Bypass pit removed.
Secondary flight controls
Left
checked.
is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, let's go ahead and get all these to auto. That'll explain that. Alright, AP bleed off. Good. Alright, start fucking NewSky. Grumpy, I need that file. That's in radar. Edinburgh traffic, AirNott 35 Papa, taxiing now, holding point Delta 1 for runway 24 via Golf, Mike and Alpha. Edinburgh traffic.
Edinburgh traffic, lock on the localizer for runway 24.
Let's get out of here in the good old Rusty. It's not good old. It's not good. Just Rusty.
Edinburgh traffic, Port Express 565, taxiing Delta 1 by Alpha, or Edinburgh.
Alright, we need to get down to Edinburgh ASAP. Spent way too long on this. Way too long. Hey Fry, why are you not announcing your intentions on Unicom? First World Express. Whatever, I take Lima. Outer. No difference. You know, Edinburgh used to have 2 runways. Fry, just remember you need to announce your intentions on
Edinburgh traffic on short final for runway 24.
Remember, CTAF rules do not apply here.
Edinburgh traffic, Port Express 565 will line up runway 24 behind the arriving Speedbird A350, Edinburgh.
Thank you.
Alright, you ready to go? There's no one on final. Oh wait, there is. British Airways A350 1000. Edinburgh traffic, you're not 35 Papa. Can I get a radius check, please?
555.
Thank you. Maybe I just didn't hear it. I think he's the only one. Going from Munich. Interesting. Oh shit, I don't have my FSL CL thing.
Edinburgh traffic, World Express 565, lining up runway 24.
Edinburgh traffic, you're not 35 Papa. Behind lining up runway, or no, behind lining up 737, holding Delta 1. Edinburgh traffic.
Speedbird 5 is vacated runway 24.
Edinburgh traffic, World Express 565, taking off runway 24. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh traffic, you're not 35 Papa. Behind departing Road Express 737-800, lining up runway 24 behind. Edinburgh traffic. Right, he's off. Let's get out of here.
World Express 565 rejecting.
Uh oh. Edinburgh's laggy today.
Edinburgh traffic, World Express 565 is vacating at Bravo.
Damn. Alright, final checks. Everything's looking fine. Yeah. Edinburgh traffic, AirNott 35 Papa, takeoff number 24, Johnson, 1 Charlie departure. Edinburgh traffic. Engines stabilized. Thrust set. Take off. Airspeed alive.
Edinburgh traffic, west wind 3177, push and start.
Okay. I disconnected from that sim. And it won't let me declare the emergency. Okay. Yeah. And the sad thing is that I don't have time for this anymore. Close flight. Cannot close flight before it take off. I'll have to deal with that in a moment. That just means I have to sit for like 10 minutes. Yeah, it wasn't crash. You had a WASM crash. I feel like I should have avoided that takeoff when I was about here, not over here. Yeah, that annoys me. And the weird thing is that Slung's using up all my VRAM. Sling's been using up all my VRAM because we were stuttering at the gate, and I should have taken that as a clue, but I didn't for some reason. That's annoying. Okay, I should be getting. Okay, these frame rates are low for what my settings are getting, or for what my settings actually are set at. Right? Max frame rate generation. Frame gen. Maybe doing FSR3 might do something. But I was using. I do use frame gen because that makes everything smoother. Oh dear. Do you forget to switch over the engines? Or did you forget to align the Adiros? Or the IRS? Is that what happened? The Rusty 737 fails again. Alright, at this point I'm just waiting to close the flight because I don't have time for this anymore. I need to bed here soon because I have a shift later. Right. Damn. Yes, it went wrong there. Okay, but okay, if you look now, That's fine. Okay, I'm curious. Actually, we're gonna try to use FSR through, but we're not gonna use it right now. We're just gonna spawn in where we were, which was stand 2-4. I think anyway. We're gonna spawn in, see if there's. It's supposed to be VRAM usage. VRAM's looking fine right now. But okay, going in, that's always lucky. Give me that a second. I'm not departing again, by the way. Just to make that clear. The VRAM is through the roof still. Okay, how much VRAM is Mosa's software using? Because that's the only change recently. But if it's doing this to me like this whilst in a 737, I'm scared to use it at Heathrow. Task manager. Kind of scared to use it at Heathrow now. Oh, and of course this won't even say. This won't even say. Expand all. Just love how this be resource monitor. Yeah. Joanna, do you know how to look to see what's using up all your GP memory? All your VRAM? Morning, Ben. Ben, I had to say we're gonna end the stream off in a few moments. We're gonna end the stream off in a few moments. About time for bed for me. And Moza won't use any of that. Yeah. That's like the only thing that I could think of that's changed recently. Usually Edinburgh's no issue for me. And I just restarted the sim, so don't worry. Tonight doing Heathrow, Baltimore, even though it's not gonna be with Grumpy. Off blocks gonna be 4:30 Zulu, I think. Grumpy won't be joining me for tonight, but we'll be doing it again later this week. This time with me in the 350 and him in the 34600. So apparently there is a dedicated GP column. How do I get access to it? You think it's not true? Well, there's not much going on anyway. Yeah, I can see Jeep. Wait, what? Yeah, but I'm like in this. But I think I know what you mean. Right click on the column, dead or columns. Aha. Resource values for GPU. Does it allow for GPU memory though? Get back to details. For I mean performance or details? It's like columns. Yeah. Aha. Dedicated GPU memory. Chrome. It. I didn't select it. I'm an idiot. I thought I did. GPU. Not that. Ah. Yeah, I'm up there as well. Let's see. Yeah. Chrome using a fair amount. Why does Chrome have to suck? Why does Chrome have to suck on that front? Anything else using it? Loads. And is there like a way to change this into gigabytes? Okay. FS2 crew. Desktop window manager. What the fuck is that? I don't want to kill it because I think that's for like part of Windows, but okay. What the fuck is that? Yeah. I get that, but still, it's still a lot. OBS. Moza is using up a fair amount. I mean, OBS is using up some, but Moza is using up a fair amount. It does use a lot. Damn it. Damn it. And I'm already limited on VRAM. I guess I know it's in my future. Unfortunately. And that's fucking annoying as well. Actually, you're not wrong. Yeah, I keep looking at the wrong numbers. Just OBS mainly. What? The Chrome was using a fair amount though for some reason. So I don't know why Moses software would have to use VRAM. I mean, I will give you the fact that there's a lot of graphics here, but it doesn't need this. I wonder if there's a limit what we can. How's that now? Yeah, I know, but still. I mean, anyway, we're talking about basically nothing here. Miscellaneous. Keep running. Ah. Alright, maybe that'll help actually. Oh, actually, here's an idea. Oh shit! I don't have a. Ah, damn it. I was gonna say I could put it on the integrated graphics, but I don't have any integrated graphics anymore. Damn. There's certain things that are better off going to the integrated graphics, but shit. Ah, that's annoying. What else is using the auto FPS? But that legitimately helps me. The Cement Pro, but we can't do that. FS2 Crew, that's nothing. SimBrief Downloader. You know, once again, we're talking about essentially nothing, but every little bit helps. I'm still going mad. For some reason. Oh, yeah, it's still going mad. Stimulus to compare against. I think it's kind of insane that your desktop's using up a whole gig of VRAM. And why the fuck is Firefox using up 400 megs? Yeah, that's the only possible. Well, but the main thread's also getting hammered right now as well. Well, not completely. I'm getting these spikes. I think I need to go through the videos that Grumpy sent me. Again, try to figure this out. Alright, well. That board, not really. I use Chrome. Yeah, just by switching the views though. Using. Alright, well, I think I know going forward, Eddie, I need to use Explain because we're not connected up to VATSIM here. Right, can I close the flight now? Wait, 4 minutes to close an active flight. Alright. This could also be a symptom of the computer. This could also be a symptom of the computer being on for the past 10 hours. So. Oh wait, I just figured it out. It's because I just installed Dublin. That's why. Because it's the scenery indexes doing its thing. That's why. It's because I just had to install Dublin. I'm an idiot. It's mapping the scenery indexes. That explains why VRAM's through the roof. And why it's taking an extra minute. And that won't be solved for another a few minutes. By the way, clearing the scenery indexes is a very important thing to do. Especially after every update. Alright. Yeah, I just gotta give it some time. So, alright, well, anyway, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. Only did one flight. Told y'all it would be a bit of a short stream. we're not even at the 3-hour point for reference. But anyway, that is all I have time for tonight. I'll see you all tonight in a Heathrow to Baltimore. I don't know what aircraft we're gonna take. We might take the 777-200. We might take the A350 1000. Might try to use that for once. Haven't decided yet. But anyway, I'm off to bed. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. So long.